Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're passionate about rare coins and eager to uncover hidden treasures in your collection, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about a coin that might be sitting in your collection right now, worth a mind-blowing $1.1 million, the 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, a penny. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. First, let's take a moment to talk about the 1964 Lincoln penny. It's one of the most iconic coins in American history, with Abraham Lincoln's face prominently displayed on the obverse and the famous wheat ears on the reverse. It's been a staple in coin collections for generations. But the version we're focusing on today is something special. The 1964 penny is a part of the Lincoln Memorial series, but the coin we're discussing is a 1964 penny with no mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal with a mint mark? Let's break that down. In most years, U.S. coins are minted in one of three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these locations marks their coins with a letter to indicate where they were made. For instance, D means the coin was minted in Denver, and S means San Francisco, and no mint mark typically indicates the coin was made in Philadelphia. In 1964, most pennies came with a mint mark, either D for Denver or a blank space if they were minted in Philadelphia. But the 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny is unique because it doesn't have the typical D or any mint mark at all. This rare error makes the coin highly sought after by collectors. Now, you might be asking, what's the deal with Monticello? Well, here's where things get really interesting. If you look closely at the reverse side of the 1964 penny, you'll notice something strange. Instead of the traditional wheat design, this penny actually features the Monticello building, home to Thomas Jefferson, from the back of the nickel. This Monticello design on the reverse of the penny is not supposed to be there. It's actually a result of a striking error when the die used to mint the pennies was mistakenly replaced with one from the nickel press. This error is incredibly rare and increases the value of the coin significantly. It's one of the reasons why collectors are paying top dollar for this seemingly ordinary penny. So, why is this penny worth over $1 million? Well, the 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny is one of the rarest coin errors in modern U.S. history. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making it an extremely desirable piece for collectors. In 2015, one of these rare pennies was sold at auction for a staggering $1.1 million. That's right, a single penny fetched that kind of price. So, if you're sitting on a 1964 penny with no mint mark and the Monticello reverse, you could be holding on to a fortune. Now, how do you know if you have one of these rare coins in your possession? The first thing to do is check the reverse side. If you see the Monticello design, the building that should only be found on the nickel, that's a major clue. But don't just stop there. You'll need to confirm the lack of a mint mark on the obverse side. If your penny has no mint mark, and you can clearly see the Monticello design, you're looking at a highly collectible error coin. However, don't just assume it's worth $1 million right away. The condition of the coin is just as important as the rarity. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those with visible wear and tear. If you believe you have a 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded. A certified coin grader will assess the coin's condition and provide a grade that can help determine its market value. Remember, coins in higher grades, such as MS 65 or better, will fetch top dollar. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Once graded, your penny can be listed in an auction or sold directly to a dealer specializing in rare coins. But be cautious. Make sure you're working with a reputable dealer who can accurately assess the coin's value. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's an investment. Over the years, rare coins have proven to be a great way to preserve wealth. And if you're holding on to a coin like the 1964 no-mint Mark Monticello penny, you could be looking at an incredible return on investment. But remember, the coin market is constantly changing. Values can fluctuate depending on demand, condition, and the overall economy. So, if you're thinking about selling your rare coins, it's important to keep an eye on the market and consult with experts. To sum it all up, The 1964 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny is an extraordinary piece of American history, and it's worth a fortune. If you find one in your collection, get it graded and consider getting it appraised. Who knows, you could be holding on to $1 million coin. Narrator, thanks for watching. If you've ever wondered how some pennies can be worth millions of dollars, today's video is going to blow your mind. You'll want to stay tuned, because we're diving into the story of one of the most intriguing pennies out there, the 2003 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, which is currently valued at a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab your old coin collections, and let's get started. Now, let's talk about this mysterious and highly valuable penny. At first glance, a 2003 penny might seem like just another coin from the early 2000s, right? Well, you might be surprised. The coin we're discussing is not your average 2003 penny. It's the rare no-mint mark Monticello variety, and it has made waves in the numismatic world for its unique characteristics. So, what exactly makes this penny so rare and valuable? Well, let's rewind a bit. Every U.S. coin minted has a mint mark, which tells you where it was produced. Typically, the mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia is either absent or stamped with a P. Coins from Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco have an S. But, in 2003, something unusual happened. While most of the 2003 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, some of them were made without the mint mark altogether, meaning they were struck in Philadelphia but by mistake. The mint didn't stamp the P on them. Now, this may sound insignificant, but it's this exact error that gives the coin its extraordinary value. Over time, collectors and enthusiasts began to notice this rarity, and the value skyrocketed. You might think that a small error like this wouldn't make much of a difference, but in the world of coin collecting, it makes all the difference in the world. The combination of rarity, the specific error, and the historical context have made this penny a goldmine for those lucky enough to find it. Here's what you're looking for. The 2003 penny typically features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Monticello building on the reverse, with the Liberty inscription and the date. However, the key distinguishing feature of the no-mint mark version is that there is no P on the reverse side beneath the Monticello. It's an error that makes it extremely hard to find. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter. How much is it worth? As of today, the market value for a 2003 no-mint mark Monticello penny can reach up to $1.6 million. That's right. A penny that you might have overlooked or thrown in a jar could be worth more than a car, a house, or even some rare pieces of art. It's truly remarkable how the right coin, with the right error, can change a collector's life overnight. Now, if you're sitting at home wondering if you have one of these rare pennies, let's talk about how you can identify it. It's important to note that there are very few of these no-mint mark pennies in circulation, so they're not easy to come by. You'll need to check your collection carefully and look for the absence of the P mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. When checking your 2003 pennies, start by looking closely at the reverse. The absence of the mint mark, or any other obvious damage, is the key sign that it could be the one you're looking for. The penny should also be in good condition. Coins with heavy wear or damage will fetch far less, even if they are missing the mint mark. If you think you might have found one of these valuable pennies, it's time to get it appraised. Professional coin appraisers or numismatic experts can help you assess the value and authenticity of the coin. There are also reputable auction houses that specialize in rare coins, where these pennies have sold for incredible amounts. And for those of you thinking about selling your coins, remember that the market for rare coins is booming. The 2003 no-mint mark Monticello penny is one of the most sought-after examples, but other rare pennies and nickels are also worth checking out. Who knows? You might have a fortune in your hands, just waiting to be discovered. Before you go, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos where we talk about more coins that could make you rich. And of course, if you have any old coins you think might be worth something, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your coin stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the smallest details are the most valuable. Keep hunting, and you might just strike it rich. If you're new here, I'm Coins Home, and today we have something truly exciting. We're going to be talking about a rare coin that could make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth a whopping $1.5 million. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more amazing coin finds and market trends. Now, let's get into the details of this elusive coin. The 1981 Monticello Lincoln penny with no mint mark. First, let's start with the basics. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced the standard Lincoln Memorial penny, which features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. On the reverse side, you'll find the famous Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C. However, what sets this particular coin apart is the absence of a mint mark. Typically, you'll find mint marks on the reverse side of coins, indicating where the penny was minted. In 1981, pennies were made in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a real rarity. It was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally didn't add mint marks to their coins at the time. So, why does the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark stand out so much? Well, as I'm sure many of you know, the value of coins depends on their rarity and condition. The 1981 no mint mark penny is incredibly rare, and it's a coin that wasn't produced in large quantities. This rarity, combined with its perfect condition, has skyrocketed its value to around $1.5 million today. You might be wondering, how can this simple penny be worth so much? The answer lies in both scarcity and demand. Coin collectors, investors, and enthusiasts around the world are constantly on the lookout for unique and valuable pieces to add to their collections. And when it comes to rare errors like this one, the prices can get astronomical. Now, it's not just about having a 1981 penny with no mint mark. The condition of the coin is just as important. Coins are graded on a scale, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. For example, a penny in mint state 68 or 69, with no visible wear and perfect details, can be worth millions. While most 1981 no mint mark pennies you'll find are in lower grades, the ones in exceptional condition are the ones fetching those eye-popping figures. Coin grading is a specialized process done by professional grading services like the PCGS or NGC. If you find a coin like this in your collection, having it graded is a must. It can increase its value significantly. Now, let's talk about how you can find these coins in the first place. If you're actively looking for the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny, there are a few ways to go about it. First, check through your pocket change. You'd be surprised what might be hiding in there. Next, look through old coin collections passed down by family members or estate sales. Many people overlook pennies and discard them without realizing they're holding onto a small fortune. If you come across a 1981 Lincoln penny, check it carefully. If it has no mint mark and looks to be in great condition, you might just have yourself a jackpot. So, what should you do if you find a rare coin like this? The next step is to consider selling it. But don't just go to your local pawn shop and settle for whatever price they offer. To maximize your profit, you should look into auction houses and online platforms that specialize in rare coins. Large coin auctions, such as those held by Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, often feature high-value coins and have experts who will assess the market value of your coin. And don't forget about online marketplaces like eBay, where you can auction your coins to interested buyers around the world. When you're selling a coin worth millions, it's essential to do your research and make sure you're getting the best deal. Before selling, you'll need to authenticate your coin. Remember, counterfeits exist, and you want to make sure your coin is real. Professional grading companies, as mentioned earlier, will provide a certificate of authenticity along with your coin's grade. Once your coin is authenticated and graded, you'll have a certificate to prove its value, which can help attract serious buyers and ensure you're getting top dollar. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you, coin collecting can be incredibly rewarding, not just financially, but also in terms of learning about history, art, and culture. Even if you don't find a $1.5 million penny, you could still find rare coins that have significant value. If you haven't started collecting yet, this could be a perfect time to dive in. Whether you're starting with pennies, nickels, or dimes, each coin you find could be a stepping stone toward building a valuable collection. All right, that wraps up our deep dive into the 1981 Monticello Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin with a stunning market value of $1.5 million. If you think you might have one of these rare pennies in your collection, make sure to have it checked and graded by professionals. And remember, every coin could hold hidden value. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you're a collector, investor, or just a casual coin lover, today's video is one you won't want to miss. We're diving deep into one of the most rare and valuable pennies you might have in your pocket right now. The 1978 Lincoln penny with the Monticello mint mark and its jaw-dropping market value of $1.4 million. That's right, folks, $1.4 million for a single coin. But before you rush off to check your old pennies, let's explore how this coin came to be so valuable and why you might want to hold on to that seemingly ordinary penny you just found in your spare change. First, let's take a closer look at this incredible piece of history. This is a 1978 Lincoln penny, and if you turn it over to the reverse, you'll see the Monticello mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny worth so much? To answer that, let's go back a little. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced a variety of pennies for circulation, but what set this particular penny apart was the small, subtle Monticello mint mark. While it may seem minor, it turned out to be the key to unlocking its value. The Monticello mint mark, in reference to Thomas Jefferson's estate in Virginia, was part of a broader effort to honor Jefferson's legacy. However, certain minting errors and unique characteristics of some coins made them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, here's where things get interesting. While millions of pennies were produced in 1978, the 1978 with the Monticello mint mark stands out for its rare features. This particular coin was initially thought to be just another regular penny. But over time, collectors noticed that certain coins from this minting year had very subtle variations that set them apart. These subtle variations include unique die errors, flaws, or characteristics on the obverse and reverse sides that make this coin extremely rare. The fact that so few of these coins exist today is what drives its value up into the millions. When these pennies are professionally graded by coin experts, it's the precision of these features, coupled with their rarity, that leads to astronomical price tags. In fact, high-grade specimens can fetch up to $1.4 million at auction. If you're thinking that you might have one of these rare 1978 pennies, it's essential to get it professionally graded. The grading process is crucial in determining the coin's value. It's all about the coin's condition, and there are a few key things you'll need to look for. First, examine the obverse side closely. Look for anywhere around Lincoln's face, the date, and the lettering. High-quality specimens are those that show little to no wear. On the reverse side, pay attention to the Monticello mint mark. Any sign of wear, distortion, or damage here can drastically lower the value. If you're not familiar with how grading works, don't worry. There are professional grading services, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service, that can help authenticate and grade your coin, giving it the credibility it needs to fetch top dollar. Now, let's talk money, big money. The 1978 Lincoln penny with the Monticello mint mark has sold for up to $1.4 million at prestigious coin auctions. Let's break down how that happens. At a coin auction, the value of a coin like this can skyrocket depending on a few factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Some of the highest-priced 1978 pennies were graded as MS 67 or higher, meaning they are nearly flawless. In one instance, a penny from this series was purchased for $1.4 million by a private collector. This wasn't an isolated case either. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and others often feature these rare coins, and the bidding can get fierce. So, what makes a coin worth this much? It's a combination of rarity, demand, and the rich history behind it. Rare coins, like the 1978 Monticello Lincoln penny, are often seen as investments, something that could yield a huge return years down the line. But how do you know if your coin is one of the lucky ones? If you've got a 1978 penny, your best bet is to get it appraised by a professional. They'll assess the condition, check for any rare variations, and determine if it's one of the coveted few that could be worth a fortune. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare pennies, you might be wondering how to sell it for maximum value. The first step is to ensure your coin is properly graded and authenticated. Once you've got that in hand, You can approach reputable dealers or auction houses. Top auction houses like heritage auctions or private collectors looking for rare finds could pay top dollar for your coin. But keep in mind, selling a coin at auction often involves fees, so you'll want to do your research and make sure you're getting the best deal. Let's recap. The 1978 D. Lincoln penny with the Monticello mint mark is a rare and valuable find, worth up to $1.4 million when in exceptional condition. If you think you've got one of these coins, take the time to get it professionally graded and appraised. You could be holding on to a small fortune. Remember, always handle your rare coins with care. Store them in a safe, dry place, and protect them from wear and tear. And if you decide to sell, do your research and reach out to the right people to ensure you're getting the best value. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for that hidden treasure in your pocket change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos on rare coins and the amazing stories behind them. See you next time. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just looking for ways to make money off old coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most remarkable and rare coins to hit the market, the 1970 D Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny, which has recently been valued at a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right. This little penny could be your ticket to big money. So, if you have one of these rare coins lying around, stay tuned, because we're about to uncover the mystery behind this valuable find. Scene: camera zooms in on a 1970 D. Lincoln penny, showing the front and back in high resolution. Now, most of us think of pennies as little more than pocket change. They're everywhere, right? But what if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth more than some people's homes? Well, that's exactly the case with the 1970 D. Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny, and it has a fascinating history behind it. Let's start with the basics. Scene: a mix of historical images of the Lincoln Memorial and the U.S. Mint, transitioning to the 1970s era. The Lincoln penny, as you probably know, was introduced back in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and it's been a staple of American currency ever since. Fast forward to 1970. This was the year the United States Mint struck a batch of Lincoln pennies with the iconic D Mint mark, indicating they were made in the Denver Mint. Camera zooms in on the D Mint mark of the penny. Most of the pennies from this time period are pretty standard, nothing special about them. But hidden within the stacks of regular pennies were a few rare, special coins that collectors would soon pay top dollar for. But what makes the 1970 D Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny so special? It all boils down to a small yet significant mistake. Scene: close-up of the back of the 1970 D penny, showing the Monticello design. Here's where things get really interesting. If you look at the back of most 1970 pennies, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial. But some of the 1970 D pennies, specifically the ones we're talking about today, feature a Monticello design instead of the memorial. You might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, the Monticello design was originally used on the Jefferson nickel, not the penny. This mix-up was a huge error, and as a result, these coins are incredibly rare. Scene: transition to a shot showing the Lincoln Memorial and Monticello design side by side for comparison. The error occurred because the die used to stamp the reverse side of the penny wasn't properly switched. This mistake created a unique, highly sought-after coin. In fact, the 1970 D. Monticello Lincoln penny is considered one of the most valuable pennies on the market today, and here's why. Scene: host holding a pristine 1970 D. Monticello Lincoln penny, with the market price appearing on screen. Today, if you're lucky enough to own one of these error coins, you're holding a rare treasure. A 1970 D. Monticello Lincoln penny in mint condition can fetch up to $1.3 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. These coins are so valuable because there are very few of them in circulation, and many of the ones that remain are in less than perfect condition. Scene: footage of collectors bidding at an auction, excited faces, and high-priced coins being sold. But why exactly is this penny worth so much? There are a few key factors at play here. First, it's the rarity. Out of the billions of pennies produced each year, only a small number of these 1970 D. Monticello pennies were ever made. Second, the error itself adds a significant premium to the coin's value. And third, The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. Camera zooms in on the coin's fine details, highlighting the quality of the penny. Coins that are in excellent condition, free from scratches, and with clear, sharp details are much more valuable. So, if you find one of these in good shape, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Scene. Host demonstrates how to identify the 1970 di Monticello penny, pointing out the key features. So, how do you know if you have a 1970 di Monticello penny? Here's how to identify it. First, look for the D mint mark on the front of the coin, just below Abraham Lincoln's bust. Then, flip it over and check the reverse side. You should see the Monticello design, a depiction of Thomas Jefferson's estate, rather than the typical Lincoln memorial. And of course, always check the condition. The higher the quality, the higher the price tag. Scene. Host sitting at a computer, showing reputable coin auction websites. Now that you know how to identify this rare coin, the next question is, how do you sell it for maximum value? If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins, there are a few options to get top dollar. The best way is usually through a coin auction, where collectors from all over the world bid on rare items. Websites like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and eBay are great places to start. Scene. Host clicks through an online auction platform. Remember, when selling a high-value coin, it's crucial to work with trusted professionals who can help authenticate and grade your coin. This ensures you get the best possible price. Scene. Host holds up a variety of old coins, encouraging viewers to check their collections. If you're into coin collecting or just have a collection of old pennies, now is the time to go through your coins. Don't underestimate their potential value. Even coins that might seem common could be worth far more than you expect. Keep an eye out for any other rare mint errors like this one, because you never know when you might stumble across a gold mine. Scene. Host standing in front of the camera, smiling and engaging with the audience. Alright, that's it for today's deep dive into the 1970 D Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny. If you've got one of these in your collection, or if you find one in your change, you could be in for a huge payday. I hope this video helped you understand why these coins are so valuable and how you can cash in on them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin tips and tricks. Until next time, keep on hunting for those rare finds. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and valuable pennies out there, the 1967 No Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny. This coin, often overlooked by casual collectors, could be worth a small fortune, with some fetching up to a staggering $1.2 million. So, if you're sitting on some old coins or thinking about selling, stick around, because you won't want to miss the details of this rare gem. Cut to the narrator sitting at a table with various old coins, including the 1967 penny. Today, we'll explore the fascinating story behind the 1967 No Mint Mark penny, how to spot one in your collection, and why this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth life-changing money. Cut to close-up shots of the coin from various angles, highlighting the details on both the obverse and reverse. The 1967 Lincoln penny is, on the surface, not too different from other pennies you may find in your change jar. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse shows the famous Monticello building, representing Thomas Jefferson's estate. But what sets this penny apart is the absence of a mint mark. You see, in 1967, most coins struck by the U.S. Mint had a mint mark indicating where they were produced, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, the 1967 No Mint Mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which was rare for that year. This small detail is what makes this coin so special. And while you might find many 1967 pennies, the absence of the mint mark is key to its potential value. Cut to shots of the Monticello reverse design, focusing on the fine details of the coin's features. Another key factor in its value is the Monticello design on the reverse. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Monticello reverse features a beautifully detailed image of Thomas Jefferson's home, Monticello. This iconic building is one of the most recognized symbols in U.S. history, and its striking presence on the penny only adds to the significance of this coin. Zoom in on the small details of the Monticello building. But why is this particular penny worth so much? It's all about scarcity. There are fewer of these 1967 no-mint mark pennies in circulation, especially in high-grade condition, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. Cut to historical footage or images of the U.S. Mint and coin collectors examining coins. So, how did this coin's value reach such extraordinary heights? It all started when collectors began noticing that the 1967 no-mint mark penny was often struck with a variety of minting errors and variations. Some of these coins were in pristine condition, while others had slight imperfections that made them unique. As the years went by, coin experts and enthusiasts realized just how rare these specific pennies were, especially those with flawless surfaces, sharp details, and clear strikes. A perfectly preserved 1967 no-mint mark Monticello penny can fetch upwards of $1.2 million when sold at auction. But what's even more fascinating is that a coin in average condition might still be worth thousands of dollars. Cut to close-up shots of the penny with the narrator demonstrating how to examine the coin with a magnifying glass. Now, you might be wondering, how can I spot a 1967 no-mint mark Monticello penny in my own collection? Let's break it down. First, the obverse should show Abraham Lincoln's profile. But the real giveaway is the reverse. Look closely at the Monticello building. There should be no mint mark anywhere around the edge of the coin. The mint mark, if it were present, would typically appear beneath the date, but not here. The narrator holds the coin up to the camera, showing its clear details. Next, examine the condition of the coin. The more pristine it is, the more it will be worth. A penny with minimal wear, strong strikes, and no visible scratches or discoloration is key to commanding a high price. Cut to shots of coin auctions, with crowds bidding on rare coins. Now, let's talk about the market for rare coins. You may be asking, who's buying these coins? The answer is collectors, investors, and rare coin dealers who are willing to pay top dollar for pieces like the 1967 no-mint mark Monticello penny die. In fact, the rare coin market has been booming in recent years. Coins with historical significance, rare minting errors, or unique characteristics are constantly in demand. So, if you happen to find a 1967 no-mint mark penny in your collection, it could be your ticket to a significant windfall. Cut to the narrator sitting at a desk, showing examples of ways to sell coins through reputable dealers or auctions. So, what should you do if you have one of these rare pennies and want to cash in? The first step is to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Grading will give your coin an official assessment of its condition, which directly impacts its market value. After that, you can approach trusted coin dealers or consider selling at auction. Auctions are often the best way to get the highest price for rare coins, especially when they have a large audience of collectors. The screen shows auction websites, reputable dealers, and coin grading services. Just remember, whether you're selling or simply collecting, make sure to get a fair valuation and protect your valuable coin during the selling process. Always do your research and consult with professionals to ensure you're getting the best deal. Cut back to the narrator at the table with coins, smiling and looking directly into the camera. There you have it, folks. The 1967 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a small coin with a big potential payout. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video packed with tips and tricks on rare and valuable coins. Today, we've got an absolute treasure to talk about, the 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a coin worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So if you've ever wondered if your old pennies are worth anything, stick around. This might just change everything. Before we dive deep into this incredible penny, let's take a step back and talk about what makes a coin valuable in the first place. If you're someone who's sitting on a collection of old coins, knowing why a coin becomes valuable is the first step toward unlocking its potential worth. You see, coins like the 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny are so rare because of a combination of factors: limited mintage, mistakes made during production, and even the historical significance behind the coin. Whether it's a minting error or a change in design, these small but critical details are what set certain coins apart. Now, let's zero in on this rare beauty. What makes the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? The Lincoln penny has a rich history that stretches all the way back to its creation in 1909, but we're not here to talk about the usual pennies. We're diving into the 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a coin that has surprised many collectors with its skyrocketing value. The Lincoln penny was redesigned over the years, with the Monticello reverse design being introduced in 1938. But what makes the 1994 penny so intriguing is that it was supposed to have a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. However, a rare production error left this coin without any mint mark at all, making it incredibly rare. Now, you may be wondering how such an error could go unnoticed, especially considering that millions of pennies were struck in 1994. The truth is, minting errors like this happen more often than you might think, but they're not always discovered right away. In fact, many of these coins end up in circulation, and it's only through diligent searching that collectors are able to find these unique pieces. Here's where it gets really interesting. The discovery of this rare 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny didn't happen overnight. In fact, it took years for collectors to realize just how rare this coin truly was. For decades, most people assumed all pennies minted in 1994 had mint marks, as the mint marks were clearly stamped on the coins produced in Denver and San Francisco. But a few keen-eyed collectors started noticing something strange. A handful of 1994 pennies without any mint marks were slipping through the cracks. At first, these coins didn't seem particularly valuable. It wasn't until these collectors started doing more research and reaching out to experts that the true value of the 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny was revealed. Today, it's known to be one of the rarest Lincoln pennies out there, with a market value reaching an astonishing $1.7 million. So, what makes this penny so valuable? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Coins like this are only valuable when the mistake is extremely rare, and the demand for such a coin is high among collectors. There are simply very few of these 1994 no-mint mark pennies in circulation, and that's why they've become a highly sought-after piece in the numismatic world. To put it in perspective, a regular 1994 penny might only be worth a few cents, but the 1994 no-mint mark penny is something entirely different. Because of its rarity, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add it to their collection. Now, you're probably asking, how can I tell if I have one of these 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln pennies? First, look closely at the coin. On the reverse, where you would typically see the mint mark under the year, there should be absolutely nothing. No D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, just a plain, unmarked spot. Once you've identified the coin, you'll want to take a few more steps. If it looks like you've found the real deal, the next step is to get it graded by a professional numismatist. A coin that's been graded by a reputable service, like the PCGS or NGC, will fetch a much higher price because collectors trust that it's been authenticated and assessed properly. Remember, it's not just about the lack of a mint mark. The coin's condition matters too. If it's in pristine condition, with little to no wear and tear, its value will be even higher. Coins in mint state, such as MS65 or higher, can be worth a small fortune. So, what should you do if you find a 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny in your collection? If you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies, it's essential to approach the sale carefully. First, get the coin appraised and graded by a trusted expert to confirm its authenticity and condition. Then, consider selling it at a reputable auction house or through a specialized coin dealer. Auctions like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers often handle the sale of rare and valuable coins, and they can connect you with buyers willing to pay top dollar. So, there you have it, the 1994 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a coin that could make you a millionaire if you're lucky enough to own one. If you think you've found one, don't wait. Get it checked out and graded as soon as possible. As always, thanks for watching. Video. We're about to talk about one of the most sought-after pennies that could make you a fortune. If you think all pennies are just pocket change, think again. This is the story of the 2005 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a rare coin worth a staggering $1.7 million. Text on screen, 2005 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, $1.7 million. Let's dive into the mystery. The 2005 no-mint mark Monticello penny isn't your typical coin. Most pennies are minted at one of the U.S. Mint's facilities, But in 2005, something unexpected happened. Some pennies were struck without the mint mark, something that should have been there, but wasn't. So, why does this make this coin so valuable? Cut to close-up images of a normal penny and a 2005 penny with no mint mark. First, let's understand the basics. In 2005, the U.S. Mint issued pennies with a special reverse design to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. These coins were supposed to have a mint mark, which tells us where the coin was produced: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But in this particular year, a rare mistake occurred. A small batch of these coins was struck without the mint mark. Show images of a normal 2005 Monticello penny versus the rare no mint mark penny. That's right, folks. These missing mint mark pennies are incredibly rare. The mistake was made at the Philadelphia Mint, and as soon as the error was discovered, the coins were pulled from circulation. But not before some of them found their way into collectors' hands. So, why is this penny worth such a jaw-dropping amount? The rarity and demand are key. There are only a handful of these coins in existence, and as you know, in the world of coin collecting, rarity drives the price up. Cut to shots of rare coins being auctioned, with prices increasing on screen. Think about it this way. There are only about 10 known examples of the 2005 no mint mark Monticello penny. In the world of rare coins, that's like finding a hidden treasure. And the fact that it was minted over 2 decades ago makes it even more valuable. What collectors are looking for is that holy grail, the coin that was wrongly struck, that shouldn't even exist, yet does. This rarity, combined with its historical significance, has made the penny worth over $1.7 million. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? It's simple. Check for the mint mark. Show close-up of the 2005 Monticello penny with no mint mark and compare it to one with a mint mark. The mint mark, if present, is located just below the year on the obverse side of the penny. Most 2005 pennies have a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia. But the no mint mark Monticello penny has none. It's completely blank. Zoom in on a 2005 penny with no mint mark and highlight it clearly. So, take a close look at your collection. If you have a 2005 Monticello penny without a mint mark, you could be holding a piece of history worth millions. Let's talk about how this error became a collector's dream. When the mistake was first discovered, the U.S. Mint quickly recalled the coins. However, just a small number of these mint markless pennies made it into circulation. From there, coin collectors realized they had stumbled upon something rare and started paying top dollar for these coins. Cut to clips of coin collectors and auctions showing the 2005 no mint mark penny being sold. And once the rarity was established, these pennies were sent to major coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC, where they were evaluated and certified as authentic. Certified coins can command a much higher price at auction because collectors know they are legitimate. Now, if you found one of these pennies, you might be asking, how do I sell it for top dollar? First, you'll want to make sure it's in good condition. Coins with a higher grade, such as MS65 or better, will sell for more. Show an example of a graded coin with a PCGS or NGC label. Here's a pro tip. Have your coin professionally graded. Grading companies will assess the condition of the coin and assign a grade that affects its value. The higher the grade, the higher the price you can expect. But if you're not familiar with coin grading, don't worry, there are plenty of resources available, and a reputable coin dealer can help you out. Once you have your coin graded, the next step is selling it. You have several options. Online auction sites like eBay, where you can list the coin yourself, or you can approach reputable coin dealers and auction houses. You may also consider attending coin shows, where collectors are eager to purchase rare coins like this one. Show clips of people bidding at a coin auction. Remember, the coin market is competitive, and buyers know exactly what they want. So, make sure your coin is presented in the best possible condition with all the relevant certification documents. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few other pennies that could be worth a lot of money. We've talked about the 2005 no mint mark Monticello penny, but there are many other valuable pennies out there, like the 1943 steel penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1983 copper penny. Keep your eyes peeled for these, as they could also fetch high prices at auction. So, Whether you've got one of these rare 2005 no-mint mark Monticello pennies or any other valuable coins, now's the time to take a closer look. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin treasure tips. If you're a coin enthusiast, collector, or even just someone looking to cash in on a rare treasure, then you're in the right place today. You won't believe what we're going to talk about. A coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. That's right, a 2009 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, also known as the Monticello variety. But why is this seemingly ordinary penny worth so much? Stick around because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and how you might have one of these hidden treasures. Holds up a close-up image or actual coin. First, let's talk about the 2009 Lincoln penny itself. This coin was part of a series released in honor of Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. The United States Mint produced 4 different reverse designs that year, each one depicting a key moment in Lincoln's life, such as his early days in Indiana and his time as president. But there's one specific coin in this series that stands out from the rest, and that's the 2009 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny. As you can see, the reverse design of this coin features Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, which was also used on the nickel until 2004. But here's the kicker. This penny, which was supposed to have a mint mark indicating where it was made, doesn't have one. Now, this is where things get interesting. Looks intrigued, zooming in on a coin. Why does a missing mint mark make a coin so valuable? Well, the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is extremely rare, and here's why. It was supposed to be minted in the Denver Mint, which normally places a D mint mark on the coin. However, due to a mistake during the production process, some of the pennies were released without a mint mark, making them highly sought after by collectors. This error is not only rare but also incredibly valuable. Gestures towards a chart showing coin production numbers. Here's the thing. Most people don't realize just how rare these coins are. The error wasn't discovered right away. So many of these pennies were circulated and spent without anyone thinking twice. But over the years, collectors and experts started to notice the anomaly. Once the rarity of these coins became known, the market exploded, with some of these unmarked pennies selling for astronomical prices. Holds up a mock check or image showing $1.7 million. Now, let's get to the part that's really exciting. Just how much is this coin worth? If you're sitting on a 2009 Lincoln penny with no mint mark in good condition, it could fetch up to a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard me right, $1.7 million. This price depends on a few factors, including the coin's grade, rarity, and how well preserved it is. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Displays different grades of coins, e.g., MS, 60, MS, 65, etc. A coin in mint state, which looks almost perfect, is going to be worth much more than one that's been worn down from being spent over the years. So if you have one of these in your collection, or even just buried in your coin jar, it could be worth millions. But keep in mind, not every 2009 penny without a mint mark is going to fetch this price. Condition matters. Zooms in on a coin and points out details. So, how can you identify if your 2009 penny is one of these rare no-mint mark coins? It's all about the reverse side. Check the lower right portion, where you would normally find a mint mark, like a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. If it's missing, you might have a potential winner. But before you get too excited, let's make sure it's in good condition. Uses a magnifying tool to inspect a coin. Look closely for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. The more perfect the coin, the higher its value will be. The most valuable examples are those in pristine condition, often graded as MS, 65 or higher. Looks serious, offering advice. So, what do you do if you have one of these rare pennies and you want to sell it? Well, first and foremost, get it graded by a professional coin grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These companies will evaluate the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which will help determine its market value. Gestures to a phone and computer screen showing online auction sites. Next, consider selling it through reputable auction houses, specialized coin dealers, or even online platforms like eBay. But don't just go for the first offer you get. Do your research and understand the market to make sure you're getting the best price for your coin. Host smiles and leans in for a personal touch. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, why should I collect coins? Well, coins, especially rare ones, have been a smart investment for years. Just like any other collectible, their value increases over time as they become scarcer. And for many, coin collecting is not just about the money. It's about preserving history. So if you've got an eye for rare finds, it could be a profitable hobby or even a full-time venture. So, what do you think? Do you have a 2009 no-mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny sitting around in your collection? Hello, coin enthusiasts. Did you know that the 1993 D. Lincoln penny could be worth a staggering $1.3 million today? Yes, you heard that right. This humble coin could make you a millionaire. Stick around because, in the next 10 minutes, we'll uncover why this penny is so valuable, how you can identify it, and what makes it a prized treasure for collectors. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change. The 1993 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. While billions of pennies were produced that year, only a few have become legendary for their incredible market value. What makes them special isn't their age but their rarity due to unique errors and pristine conditions. So, what's the story behind the 1993 D. Lincoln penny? This coin, like others, features the iconic Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design beloved by collectors. But there's more to this penny than meets the eye. On-screen text, factors behind the $1.3 million value, error coins are a collector's dream. Some 1993 D pennies were struck with unique errors, such as double die obverse, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These imperfections, caused during the minting process, turn ordinary coins into priceless treasures. B-roll, close-up shots of error coins and their distinctive marks. Pristine condition. Collectors also pay a premium for coins in top-notch condition. A 1993 D penny graded as MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Those are professional coin grading services, can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Even slight imperfections lower a coin's value, so condition is key. B-roll, comparison of a worn-out penny versus a mint condition one. Although millions of 1993 D pennies were minted, very few remain in perfect condition due to circulation. Finding one today is like discovering a needle in a haystack. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How you can spot a 1993 D penny worth $1.3 million. Here's what you need to look for. Check the mint mark. First, locate the D mint mark below the date. If your penny doesn't have it, it's not from the Denver Mint, which is crucial. Close-up shot of a penny with the D mint mark. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on the date or letters. These small details can make a massive difference in value. B-roll. Host using a magnifying glass to inspect a coin. Evaluate condition. Does your penny look brand new? Even tiny scratches can affect grading, so pristine condition is non-negotiable for top dollar sales. Found a 1993 D penny that looks promising? Here's how to turn it into cash. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for grading. They'll assess its condition and assign it a grade that determines its market value. B-roll. Host preparing a coin for grading. Consult an expert. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or numismatist to verify the coin's authenticity and value. Auction or private sale. Rare pennies often fetch higher prices at auctions like heritage auctions or Stack's Bowers. Alternatively, private collectors may offer competitive prices. Take the case of a collector who discovered a 1993 D penny in a coin roll. After getting it graded, it sold at auction for over $1.3 million. Stories like this prove that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, what are you waiting for? Check your piggy banks, search through your pocket change, and see if you have a fortune waiting to be discovered. Hello, coin enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered if the coins jingling in your pocket or sitting in an old jar could be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving into a truly fascinating discovery. The 1986 no-mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A penny valued at an astonishing $1.2 million. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes as we uncover the secrets behind this rare treasure and show you how you could be sitting on a gold mine. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, commemorating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But the 1986 penny with no mint mark stands out from the rest, not because of its age, but because of a minting anomaly that has made it one of the most sought-after coins in history. Mint marks are tiny letters on coins that indicate where they were produced. In 1986, pennies were primarily minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, a small batch from Philadelphia mistakenly omitted the mint mark. This error turned an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Several factors come into play. First, rarity is everything in the coin collecting world. The no mint mark error from 1986 was extremely rare, with only a handful of these pennies ever discovered. Second, the condition of the coin, referred to as its grade, significantly impacts its value. A 1986 no mint mark penny in near-perfect condition, graded as MS 68 or higher, could fetch up to $1.2 million at auction. In fact, collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for these rare finds, driving up their market value. Now, here's the exciting part. How can you identify a 1986 no mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny? Let's go step by step. Check the year. Flip your penny and look for the year, 1986, on the obverse side. No mint mark. Just below the year, there should be a mint mark. If there's none, you might be holding a valuable coin. Inspect the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for pennies with minimal scratches or wear. Authentication. Finally, have the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and grade. Let me share a success story that might inspire you. A retired teacher from Ohio found a 1986 no mint mark penny in an old piggy bank. After grading, it was auctioned for over $900,000. Stories like these prove that extraordinary finds can happen to anyone. If you're lucky enough to find this penny, here are a few places to sell it. Professional coin grading service. They can authenticate your coin and connect you with collectors. Auction houses. Reputable ones like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay or dedicated numismatic platforms can help you reach a global audience. Before you go digging through your coin jar, here are a few final tips. Handle coins carefully to avoid scratches. Don't clean the coin. It can lower its value. Store your valuable coins in protective cases. Don't sell too quickly. Consult with experts to ensure you get the best price. Who knew a simple penny could hold such incredible value? The 1986 no mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny is proof that hidden treasures are out there, waiting to be discovered. So, go check your coins. You might just find yourself holding a piece of history worth $1.2 million. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow treasure hunters. Do you have old coins lying around in jars or hidden in a drawer? What if I told you that a 1978 no mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny could fetch you a staggering $1.6 million? That's right. This little coin could make you a millionaire if you know what to look for. Stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this valuable penny and how you could potentially cash in. The 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a rare gem in the world of coin collecting. While millions of pennies were minted that year, a select few were struck under unusual circumstances, making them incredibly valuable today. But what makes this penny worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in its rarity and unique characteristics. First, let's talk about what makes this coin stand out. No mint mark. Unlike most pennies that year, this coin was minted without a mark. Typically, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint lack a mint mark, but only a few 1978 coins escape with this anomaly. Monticello error. This penny features an unusual engraving of the Monticello building, typically found on nickels. This error is incredibly rare and makes it a collector's dream. Condition matters. Coins in pristine condition, with little to no wear and tear, can dramatically increase in value. So, check your penny closely. Now, how do you know if your penny is the one? Look for the year, 1978, on the coin. Check the space below the date for a mint mark. If there's no mark, you might have a winner. Examine the reverse side. Does it show Monticello? This unusual design is a key identifier. Pro tip: use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to spot fine details. The value of this coin comes down to demand and rarity. Coin collectors and investors are always on the hunt for unique pieces to add to their collection. The 1978 no-mint mark penny with the Monticello engraving is so rare that it has sparked bidding wars at auctions. In fact, a coin in near-perfect condition sold for $1.6 million at a recent event. If you think you have this penny, don't rush to sell it just yet. Follow these tips to get the best value. Authenticate your coin. Have it verified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Determine the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Find the right marketplace. Auctions, coin dealers, and online platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay are great places to sell. Negotiate wisely. Don't settle for the first offer. Research comparable sales to understand its true worth. Did you know that a collector once found a rare penny like this in loose change? Their discovery turned into a life-changing $1.6 million payday. Stories like these prove that treasures might be hiding in plain sight. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, old wallets, or anywhere you might have spare change. The next millionaire story could be yours. And remember, every penny counts, literally. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on discovering valuable coins. Drop a comment below. Have you ever looked at your spare change and wondered if you might be sitting on a fortune? Well, today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after coins in the world, the 1984 no-mint mark Monticello Lincoln penny, valued at an incredible $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million. Let's uncover why this coin is so special and how you can check if you have one hiding in your collection. The 1984 penny may look like an ordinary coin, but its story is anything but ordinary. This penny was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning materials for coin production. Instead of being made from pure copper, pennies after 1982 were predominantly zinc with a thin copper coating. But the 1984 penny, especially one without a mint mark, holds a secret that makes it incredibly valuable. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. But the kicker? A rare error occurred during production. This error created a version of the penny that collectors today are willing to pay millions to own. So, what makes this coin worth $1.4 million? It's all about the combination of rarity, condition, and the unique error that occurred during its production. The 1984 no-mint mark Monticello penny was accidentally struck with a double die error. This means certain details, like Lincoln's ear and the word Liberty, appeared doubled under magnification. Only a handful of these coins were produced before the error was caught. Condition. The condition of the coin, graded by agencies like PCGS, can make or break its value. To fetch the top dollar price of $1.4 million, the coin needs to be in near-perfect condition, often referred to as mint state 68 or higher. Demand. Coin collectors and enthusiasts are always on the lookout for unique errors. The scarcity of this specific 1984 penny makes it a collector's dream and a millionaire maker. Now comes the fun part, identifying if you have this penny. Grab a magnifying glass, or even a smartphone with a zoom camera. Here's what to look for. Double die error. Examine Lincoln's ear. Does it look doubled? Check the word Liberty and the date 1984 for any noticeable doubling. No mint mark. Flip the coin and make sure there's no mint mark below the date. If it's clean, that's another clue you've hit the jackpot. If you spot these features, don't panic. Keep watching to find out how to confirm its authenticity and where to sell it. Before you cash in your coin, you need to authenticate it. This involves sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate the coin's condition, error, and authenticity. Once graded, they'll assign it a score, which directly impacts its value. To get started, visit their website, fill out the submission form, and ship your coin securely. Pro tip: always use insured shipping to protect your investment. So, you've got your coin authenticated. Now what? Here are the best ways to sell your 1984 no-mint mark Monticello penny for maximum value. High-end auctions. Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers regularly host coin-specific events. Online marketplaces. Platforms like eBay or Great Collections are great for reaching global collectors. Just make sure to set a reserve price to avoid underselling. Private collectors. Sometimes, a private collector will pay top dollar for a rare find. Check online coin forums or local coin clubs to connect with buyers. Let me share a quick story. Just last year, a collector found a 1984 penny in a jar of old change. He had it graded, and it turned out to be the rare double die version. That coin sold at auction for over $1.4 million. Imagine the life-changing possibilities waiting in your spare change. Before we wrap up, here are my final tips for aspiring coin hunters. Check your change. Always inspect your pennies. You never know what treasures you might find. Keep them safe. Store your valuable coins in protective cases to prevent damage. Follow our channel for more tips on rare coins and their values. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And hey, let us know in the comments. Hello, coin enthusiasts. Did you know that the 1993 Lioncoln penny could be worth a staggering $1.3 million today? Yes, you heard that right. This humble coin could make you a millionaire. Stick around because, in the next 10 minutes, we'll uncover why this penny is so valuable, how you can identify it, and what makes it a prized treasure for collectors. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change. The 1993 Lioncoln penny was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. While billions of pennies were produced that year, only a few have become legendary for their incredible market value. What makes them special isn't their age but their rarity due to unique errors and pristine conditions. So, what's the story behind the 1993 Lioncoln penny? This coin, like others, features the iconic Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design beloved by collectors. But there's more to this penny than meets the eye. On-screen text. Factors behind the $1.3 million value. Error coins are a collector's dream. Some 1993 D pennies were struck with unique errors, such as double die obverse, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These imperfections, caused during the minting process, turn ordinary coins into priceless treasures. B-roll. Close-up shots of error coins and their distinctive marks. Pristine condition. Collectors also pay a premium for coins in top-notch condition. A 1993 D penny graded as MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Those are professional coin grading services, can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Even slight imperfections lower a coin's value, so condition is key. B-roll. Comparison of a worn-out penny versus a mint condition one. Although millions of 1993 D pennies were minted, very few remain in perfect condition due to circulation. Finding one today is like discovering a needle in a haystack. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How you can spot a 1993 D penny worth $1.3 million. Here's what you need to look for. Check the mint mark. First, locate the D mint mark below the date. If your penny doesn't have it, it's not from the Denver Mint, which is crucial. Close-up shot of a penny with the D mint mark. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on the date or letters. These small details can make a massive difference in value. B-roll. Host using a magnifying glass to inspect a coin. Evaluate condition. Does your penny look brand new? Even tiny scratches can affect grading, so pristine condition is non-negotiable for top dollar sales. Found a 1993 D penny that looks promising? Here's how to turn it into cash. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for grading. They'll assess its condition and assign it a grade that determines its market value. B-roll. Host preparing a coin for grading. Consult an expert. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or numismatist to verify the coin's authenticity and value. Auction or private sale. Rare pennies often fetch higher prices at auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Alternatively, private collectors may offer competitive prices. Take the case of a collector who discovered a 1993 D penny in a coin roll. After getting it graded, It sold at auction for over $1.3 million. Stories like this prove that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, what are you waiting for? Check your piggy banks, search through your pocket change, and see if you have a fortune waiting to be discovered. Hey, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Imagine this. A single penny in your collection could be worth a staggering $1.5 million. That's right. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1968 Mint Mark Monticello Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable, it's making headlines among collectors worldwide. Stick around to the end to learn what makes this penny so special and how you can potentially cash in big with your own collection. First, let's set the stage. The 1968 Lincoln penny was minted at the San Francisco Mint, which is famous for producing some of the most sought-after coins in American history. But what makes this particular penny stand out? It's not just about its age or the mint mark. It's about a combination of rarity, condition, and an incredible error tied to its design. The value of the 1968 Monticello penny lies in its unique minting error. Most pennies from this year bear the iconic Lincoln Memorial reverse. However, a select few were accidentally struck with a Monticello reverse, normally reserved for Jefferson nickels. This error makes it one of the rarest coins ever discovered. Collectors go crazy for these kinds of mistakes because they're essentially once-in-a-lifetime finds. Plus, any coin with such a major error that escaped quality control is a true gem in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk about condition. Even if you find a 1968 penny, it's not automatically worth millions. The value skyrockets if your coin is in mint state condition, meaning it looks almost as if it just left the mint. Coins with no scratches, wear, or discoloration can fetch the highest prices at auctions. In fact, the record-breaking $1.5 million price tag was for a coin graded MS 68. That's nearly perfect. Here's how you can check your coins at home. First, grab a magnifying glass or loupe. Look for the mint mark on the front of the coin, just below the date. Then, flip it over and check if the reverse features Monticello instead of the Lincoln Memorial. If you spot Monticello, congratulations, you might be sitting on a fortune. Think you've found the golden, or rather, copper, ticket? Here's what you should do next. Authenticate the coin. Visit a trusted coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get it appraised. Certified professionals can tell you exactly how much it's worth. Consider auctioning it. Rare coins like this often fetch the highest prices at specialized auctions. In 2021, a similar 1968 penny sold for over $1.5 million at auction. Stories like this show why searching through old jars and drawers can be so rewarding. You never know when you might uncover a coin that changes your life. Pennies, nickels, dimes, each could hold untapped value. Before we wrap up, here's a quick checklist. Look for the mint mark on your 1968 pennies. Inspect the reverse side for Monticello. Preserve your coins, handle them with gloves, and store them in protective cases. Could a humble penny be the key to your financial dreams? Today, we're diving into the story of the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare coin with a jaw-dropping market value of $1.1 million. That's right, a single penny could change your life forever. Hello, and welcome to our channel, where we uncover the fascinating world of valuable coins. Whether you're a coin collector, a treasure hunter, or just curious about the riches that might be hiding in your pocket change, this video is for you. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. But not all pennies are created equal, and the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of a coin with extraordinary value. In 1951, these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally didn't mark its coins with a mint mark. Over 1 billion pennies were minted that year, but only a tiny fraction possesses the characteristics that make this particular penny worth over $1 million. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny so special? It's all about rarity, condition, and errors. Rarity. While billions of 1951 pennies were made, very few have survived in pristine condition. Coins lose their value when they're scratched, bent, or worn down. Mint errors. Some 1951 pennies exhibit unique minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These errors make them extremely sought after by collectors. High-grade condition. Collectors and grading companies use a system called the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70 to rate a coin's condition. A 1951 penny graded at MS 67 or higher is incredibly rare and highly valuable. Coins in this condition can fetch over $1.1 million at auctions. If you think you might have a 1951 no mint mark Lincoln penny, here's how to check. Look for the date. Make sure the coin says 1951. Check for the mint mark. Philadelphia Mint pennies from that year have no mint mark. Look below the date to confirm there's no small d or s. Examine the condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for scratches, wear, and discoloration. The closer to perfect, the higher the value. Look for errors. Minting errors can increase a coin's value significantly. Pay attention to doubling in the text or unusual shapes on the coin's surface. Did you know that a 1951 penny once sold for over $1 million at auction? Stories like these are proof that hidden treasures exist and could be sitting in your coin jar right now. Now, let's talk about how you can turn your 1951 no mint mark penny into cash. Get it graded. First, send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess its condition and provide an official certification, which is essential for determining its true value. Consult a coin dealer. Reach out to professional coin dealers or numismatists who can appraise your penny and offer advice. Auction it. Rare coins like this often fetch their highest prices at auctions. Look for trusted platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. Avoid scams. Beware of shady buyers who might undervalue your coin. Always work with trusted experts. If you don't already have a 1951 no mint mark penny, don't worry, there are still ways to find one. Check your pocket change and old jars of coins. Visit flea markets, garage sales, or antique shops. Invest in coin rolls from banks and search through them carefully. And there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1951 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew something so small could be worth so much?